2 weeks ago, there was a VR survey that got a sample size of 2,000 something degens to fill out, and while this doesn't really accurately represent the full 100,000 people that play VRChat a day, it raises a lot of interesting questions, like, out of the 82% of men that play VRChat, why do 75% of them use female avatars? Or, how does the 1% spend more than $7,000 on a free-to-gay, yeah, that's, yeah, that's totally VRChat. How does the 1% spend more than $7,000 on a free-to-play game? To find these answers, I spent 1,000 hours on a 10-year-old game and went on an adventure to find answers explaining the culture of social VR.
Now check this out.
Oh, okay, I'm checking it out. Oh, that's sick.
I've gotten good at it.
That is very sick. Why is VRChat weird?
It would be weirder if this place was normal. Like, there are people who experiment with gender, people who experiment with their identity, or people like Castle, and I know a lot of guys share the sentiment. Sometimes you just want to be a hot girl.
I heard on a grapevine, certain guy who has antlers, you probably could not guess who, said that you like
totally
booba,
not.
which is why you like female avatars. Can you comment on that?
Do I like booba? Yes. Was that a difficult question?
It was supposed to be a difficult question. Okay, how many hours do you have in this game?
Over 10,000.
I'm looking at this graph, and it says, statistically speaking, if you have more than 10,000 hours in VR, there is a 65% chance that you have engaged in virtual sex. Do you think that's true?
Do I think it's true?
Do you consider yourself a furry?
No. I consider myself a furry enjoyer.
What does that mean?
Censor all of what I'm about to say. I consider myself one who enjoys furry. And
all right, this is
I am an observer of the furry fandom.
Why is VR weird?
Well, I mean, example, VR is weird, but not in a bad sense. But it's a good type of weird.
Well, I mean, does buying a whole new computer for VR count? I've spent close to $1,000 on paying different people to do stuff for my avatar.
Men tend to be visual, and men tend to want to look as attractive as possible. And sometimes that visual aspect of it, because it's more attractive to them.
More than likely, you'll find more female avatars in markets than male avatars. And they're easy to edit. Compared to the male avatars, you don't see a lot of male avatars being made out there.
How much money have you spent?
Like around 600 to 700? No, on this Avi, way more. On this Avi, it's already like 1,000 plus.
Where are we? Well, we're here at the Great Pug. What better area to go to than the bar that started it all? All the memes, all the friendships, the sadness, and definitely the weirdness.
Honestly, man, I think VR is weird, bro. I've been on here for multiple years, and you know, it's just a cesspool of incels and degenerates just packed together in one sardine can.
Virtual reality fulfills dirty, really dirty fantasies.
What do you think about the people who have spent copious amounts of money like that?
I'm not judgmental as a person, but if I'm gonna be honest, it's a bit of a sad sight to witness, because it kind of demonstrates how much that person hates their own real reality, if that makes sense.
Oh, I've just got hit by some sort of... Putting on a headset to experience a virtual world isn't anything new in gaming. But for it to go really mainstream, companies which make them need to tempt a lot of people to buy one to use in their everyday lives.
Right, so I mean, up to this point, VR has kind of been a niche product. You mentioned gaming. That's really been one of the big use cases. So Apple is taking a big risk here with this product where their demand isn't really proven, but also going from on a price point that is way beyond what's currently on the market.
This is where I come in. As probably one of those people, I have 140 avatars uploaded on my main, and I paid for every single one of them except 2. The most expensive one I bought was 120 and the cheapest was 25.
You spent how much on the most expensive avatar?
120 Canadian dollars.
So it's day 2, and we went to some pretty interesting worlds, but I think if the social VR lifestyle survey was filled out primarily by VR degens, then I think it's only right for us to go to worlds where there are VR degens. This place is a lot classier than I thought. I thought it'd be completely scuffed, but can I ask you a couple of questions for a project I'm working on? Okay, this is gonna be tough if it's a silent area. People are there. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Scary place. Okay, if it's a scary place, why are you here then? Alright, well, listen, we don't know anything. We don't know anything. I'm wondering, actually, do you know a good world that we can go to, or maybe a friend? This is a real adventure and a half now. This is super spontaneous. I'm vibing with this. Oh, okay, I will see you there.
So, but then there's also this whole question of to what extent do mediated, let's say, representations and digital representations of, let's say, masculinity, femininity, or to what extent do they have impact on, let's say, the physical individuals? People who were female and male and they were dating in VRChat and then they started dating also like physical life. The avatar's appearance, I feel like it kind of favors and it helps develop certain relationships because, you know, you feel attracted to an avatar. I mean, I think we all at some point, I don't know, watched an anime, played a game and we're like, oh dang, like that character is super hot. Like I really like a fan of it, you know. Same thing in VRChat, but at this time, like the character is actually responding to you, you know. You can, it's another human, so you can kind of develop a relationship and a connection with it.
Between you and the people. Oh, hi there, bro. Nice to meet you.
I'm too high, dude, I'm sorry.
So while we're waiting for Mojo, who's my videographer, I'm here at FBT Heaven, and to be honest, compared to the years before when I visited this world, this place has certainly gotten a glow up. So for the both of you guys, have you had a strong sense of Phantom Sense since you began playing this game, or did it get stronger over time?
Mine was gradually. I didn't get it until I like got on my PC because I was on a lot, and then whenever I got my full body, it kind of hit me like a train. And I'm like, oh, this is weird. Okay.
This has like been a thing with me at least since the World of Warcraft days, like in Cataclysm. I always picked a female avatar. At the time, it was, you know, haha, nice ass, I can watch while I'm running.
Okay, I have a serious question to ask you, bro. Are you ready for this?
I'm listening.
Okay. Does your baseball club, do they know you're a femboy in VRChat?
No. No, the thing is, I wear femboys because it's funny. No, it's funny.
It's not a
100%.
joke anymore. Most of your avatars are femboys. You went from wearing small abbies, and then you went on Wholesome Week.
I still wear the small
and then
abby
you started
now and then.
converting into femboys.
This VR is literally a mask, both figuratively and physically. Essentially, when you have this mask on, you can be a lot more brave and you don't have a lot of things to worry about. And you can be yourself, literally. So I don't think it's weird at all. To the outside perspective, to people who aren't in the culture, yes, it's gonna be weird. It's always gonna be weird to them. That's just to every culture, though, like in real life as well.
But
so he's
it's
like
not
this,
a joke anymore,
he's this beautiful baseball looking hunk Chad in real life. But in VRChat,
yeah.
He's a femboy with animal ears.
Femboy. Correct.
I'll throw it out this way so you can get a quick look at what it looks like. So it's not on camera.
There's no way you're a femboy. Oh my god, this, whoa.
Oh.
Let's talk about VR business, because I don't think a lot of people can legitimately say they work in VR, so I'm actually curious about that.
In terms of working, just to give some context, I organize events and all that sort of jazz, and because I would bring out a lot of these companies who knew nothing about the VR, I'd train them for 2 hours. I had a team who would build worlds for these companies, and then we'd offer to run events in them. These worlds cost thousands of dollars to make. Most of them actually didn't even get an event run in their place. They actually just made the world and just didn't do anything with them. I have a ton of worlds I can't use because they're behind an NDA and they all look so beautiful. I think that was the biggest waste of money. VR is a place where a lot more stuff is possible than in real life. So it of course becomes a safe haven and places for people to flock to.
So you're telling me, Yumi, right? If I take you to a private instance right now, you'll take all your clothes off and I can look respectfully.
Oh, my brain hurts. Okay, yeah. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe so you don't have to go through this. Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!